Welcome everyone to our stream. Gift a sub now. Gift a sub now. Gift a sub now. Seriously, what's up? Good morning. It's a new week. It's a new week, so all the gift subs and bit donations have been reset. Gift a sub now to be number one, it says. Astrobate, for the Ignicognoscenti, where were you yesterday? What's your excuse? You went to a estate sale? I couldn't pay attention during yesterday's simul stream to your answer. What is your excuse for being absent from half the stream yesterday? Welcome to Sumahair and Repunj. Sorry guys, had to start a few minutes late. Monday mornings are not easy, but I'm ready to go. Alright, Sumahair's up. Thanks for being subscribers. Bijak. Polish defense. I never play this, but I can play the St. George. Something different. I'm not doing Weird Wednesday. Yeah, I really should play my serious openings here. See, I do irrational stuff when I'm tired. I should say the weird openings for Wednesday. Questions? Cost bits. You didn't use a question. I like how you snuck that sort of question-like statement in there without actually forming a question. Very tricky, Repunj. We're not going to answer unless there's a question mark, and it's formed in the shape of a question. And then you have to add some bits. Now, if you add some bits and make a donation, I'll answer. See, this rule had to be put in effect because one of our other viewers was asking too many questions. Who wants to know? Bishop d3. Repunj, you don't have daylight savings time in India. Well, I mean, half of the 1200s you played are probably Grandmaster strength. So 3 out of 5 is not bad. You have to look at the bright side. Always look on the bright side of life. Right? Right. Right. Is the glass half full or half empty? Well, think about it. In India, everyone is like typically 600 points underrated. So you actually have 3 out of 5 against like 2,000 players. It's not that bad. Now the f-pawn protects e4, so this is a real threat now. Could I play c5? Eh. Huh. Can I protect that pawn without wasting time on some a6 move? Or should I just sacrifice it? f3 is rather weakening. Okay, there, no. It doesn't fly. What flies here? c5's interesting. If c5... I forgot I'm playing Sumahair. Having conversation with Repunj in the stream, but I'm playing Sumahair. They're different players. Yeah, Sumahair the d4 player. You like that song? Are you serious? You don't know what daylight savings time is. Half the world uses it, you know. We change the clocks twice a year. Weather change. It's not really about the weather, man. It's like an international system of changing the clocks. You really didn't know about that? We're having good weather, but that's not related. Okay, he's just a kid. But he knows a lot of things. Surprised you didn't know about daylight savings time. I mean, it's used in the United States. It's used in all of Europe. Many continents around the world. Many continents. I don't know about Antarctica. Alaska, for example, has daylight savings time. The confusing thing for me is that Europe and North America have a different date for daylight savings time. So, yeah. Which is really inconvenient. Both Europe and the United States have officially said they're gonna stop changing the clocks, but I don't know if that's really gonna happen. Man, that's a question you have to submit. Bit donations or questions will go unanswered. Questions cost money. Not listening. I'm not listening unless you send in a bit donation. So questions have been abused. Someone's been abusing questions. Too many questions. Now we have to charge for questions. It's my latest meme. All right. The latest meme. Alright, well, I guess we'll just develop. What else? Nice f3 pawn you've got there. Reinforcing the center, very nice. Very nice. That's so nice. So maybe I play a kind of flex the structure. Oh, that's aggressive. Look at that. He goes with that. So now we gotta really act. Act now. Now we really have to act quickly or forever hold our peace. Alright. Yeah, knight g4 is a move. Interesting. Yes. It's very interesting. I like it. William. I am very slow. Control the center from the flanks. What's up? Good to see Miro. He doesn't ask too many questions. I think anyone who asks too many questions is suspicious, right? Right, that's like a movie thing. Why is he asking so many questions? Hey. Why are you hanging out here asking so many questions, anyway? Who wants to know? Questions are good, you know, but when you ask a question every 5 seconds, it becomes impossible to, teach anything. Not you particularly, I mean people. We had to time someone out yesterday. If you ask too many questions, you're in trouble. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Uh-oh, Samara's connection just went out. He's probably on the train or something. It's like when I'm playing training games on the bus. If anyone is interested in training games, I do that. So, for less the price of my lessons, you can do training games. This is a good question. I guess I thought about it for a minute, and I was gonna take with the pawn. Take it with the rook, I guess, is less weakening. It gives me less control of the center. How much, SLADGIE? Busing games. My official rate is $20 an hour for training games, but it's negotiable. Yeah, we saw you got disconnected. I'm sorry, sir, you've been disconnected. Please deposit another 25 cents for another question. Man, even Mayush asks, can we challenge you? No questions. My favorite sport other than chess. Is poker a sport? When I was younger, I played baseball. That's my favorite physical sport. But I haven't played since I was in high school, so. Too old, too slow. Yeah, but I like to watch baseball when I'm living in the United States. Unfortunately, it's not really conducive to watch American sports from Europe. Alright, and I just don't get into it. It's not the same. It's just not the same. But that's a question. That costs money. You tricked me into asking a question, answering a question. Actually, in my poker game, there's a bridge player. He's a coach for Hungarian women's contract bridge team. He said like they're going to the World Championships or something. Alright, Repunch is up next. Now, how you improve. No more questions. Questions are money. You have to donate bits to ask questions. Especially if you're not a subscriber. No, seriously, if anyone's interested in paying for training games, I have a reasonable rate. $20 per hour. I've had some free time. I have a couple people who ghosted me for lessons. And, well, I mean, if anyone's interested in seriously taking lessons, I have 1 or 2 openings as well. I like it when people are like, I'm going to go away for a family thing for like a week or 2. And then they like haven't logged on in 2 months. Like, what did they do? They went to like a cult sleepover weekend or something and got attacked by Freddy Krueger. Oh, that's another thing. Chess students who ghost their chess coach. Like, why don't you just say you don't want to take lessons anymore? Or you can't, or whatever. Why do you have to ghost your chess coach? I'm not your girlfriend, you know? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's like, that's weird. Ghosted my coach. I should change my handle to Ghost Coach. There's like 3 people. It's always pretty, like the nicest people that do it too. That's the weird thing. It seems like the nicest people do it. Maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings. That's why they're so nice. I don't want to tell him. Like, I don't want to tell him I'm not taking lessons anymore. So I'll just ghost him instead. It's like relationships, exactly. I don't want to hurt his feelings. I'll just disappear. Pretend I was like murdered or something. It's like, okay, that's mature. I have this like hole in my time schedule where I don't know if my student is coming back or not. What am I doing here? Repunge? Playing the Richter Rouser with black, a variation I don't play. No, I do play this. Alright. You had a coach for a couple lessons and he was such a gambler that the lessons turned into a gambling match? With custom odds. You mean like gambling, like we're playing BLITZ for time odds, for money? I knew like one chess coach who shall remain nameless. They had like open bar during the lesson. He liked to drink so much. One of his students was telling me about it. Yeah, one of his games, and he was just like giving us free drinks. F4. Questions cost money. Questions is time. Time is money. Seriously, when I started playing chess in 1984, 83, I think around 1983. The thing is that I actually knew how to move the pieces when I was a little kid, maybe like 5 years old. My aunt bought me this set that had it had little like cardboard cutouts that showed you how the pieces moved. And I knew how the pieces moved and how to capture. I'm not sure I knew castling, but I definitely understood how to move the pieces when I was little. And then when I was around 11, again, approximately 1983, that's when a friend of mine reintroduced me to chess and I learned how to play properly. So I've been playing over 35 years. Scary. Scary thought just popped in my head. Damn. I've been playing chess for almost 40 years. That's not good. That's not good. But I'll be 39 this fall. This winter, to be exact. Knight takes c6, not a critical move. I think you tried to do this before in a similar position. Never want to play knight takes c6 without a good reason, I think. Yeah, you played this previously on our show. Didn't you play the exact same variation before? I went on to be able to allow us to improve our critical thinking process. I didn't play over-the-board tournaments till 2 years after learning. Lucky that I did it all. I didn't grow up in an area that had that many chess tournaments in a direct vicinity. Training games, when I get paid in a day or two. Zen Chess, yeah, I mean the best thing to do is contact me here on lichess, or by email, but even on Twitch if you want. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a regular thing, or it can be. I have a couple people that are doing like games every week. And I like playing with people like you who are above 2100, honestly. I mean, it can be for anybody, but it's actually beneficial for me. I mean, even though you're not like technically a master, you're close enough. You know, it's useful for me to play people who are like over 2000. That's even like a bonus. I'm not playing, you know, a beginner and I get some I get some practice out of it myself. I wanted you to analyze my Blitz games for a couple hours, but every time I tried to set that up, you ghosted me. That's not true. Negotiations broke down. That's different. Negotiations were not completed. No, I don't ghost people, although I do sometimes forget emails. That's not really the same as ghosting. Messages on lichess are the worst. Like, actually, I take it back. If you wanna contact me about anything, please send me an email, okay? If you wanna make sure that I respond and I don't ghost anyone. The lichess messages are a disaster. I mean, forget about it, man. They just, like, are impossible to keep track of. If you're chat banned, like BJock, I don't even know I got them. I don't get a notification that he sent me one. It's better not to communicate on lichess. Plus, they, like, read all your messages. It's not secure. The Communist Party is reading all our messages on lichess. Communist Workers' Party. Don't send anyone any secure messages. Or secret messages. Alright. Knight g4. Not violate lichess. Yeah, no, it sucks. I have a conversation with Asterbait about a cheater, and I get this message, like, not to accuse people of cheating, or some automated message about making accusations, or it's ridiculous. Yes, I'm allowed. Am I not allowed to have a private conversation about people that cheat in my inbox? AI gone wrong. They're trying, but yeah, don't be saving your passwords in a lichess message. Yeah, leave your, like, Bitcoin info in lichess. Good idea. Let me guess, you're going to play g4 next. b4. I don't have any tricks yet. You're going to play g4. Oh, he saw it. Sees everything. There we go. Bam. And there's some nasty threats around here. He has that. Master had that move. I must have rook takes b2 at some point there. sees everything. Look at that tactical precision. Impressive. Never misses a tactic. That one he missed. He missed that one. The big one. Alright. Okay. Totally random question. Lichess has a few problems with their coding like that, like how they auto-format your messages sometimes in the chat, block certain messages for no reason. I don't know exactly how it works in chess. For a long time, I thought a lot of people on lichess were cheating, but I recently realized that it's just that ICC is the boomer server, and most players are slower and blunder more. Well, it's probably both. You know, I think a lot of people online are cheating in general. Nicola Chess? Nicola. Zenchess! Zenchess is... He's not a subscriber anymore, but we're still going to take his challenge. Or do you just have a subscriber turned off or something? You have your subscriber badge turned off? It's alright. He's going to get paid next week. Alright. He'll get the subscription when he gets paid. Zenchess, I'm willing to analyze Blitz games too. We just have to complete negotiations. Another Sicilian. I want to start playing the Sveshnikov. It seems like the only thing that gives black some space. But I have no idea what I'm doing theoretically. Well, virtually no idea. Yesterday I messed up against Mr. Slowhand. In this position I played bishop takes f6 by accident. That's really bad. It's amazing how bad it is to play bishop takes f6 right away. It's interesting. It took me like 3 moves to realize what I had done wrong. And then like after a while I was like, why does my position suck so much? I was like, oh, okay. I took on f6 unprovoked. That wasn't a good idea. Yeah, I also play this way with white. Although, well, again, I don't know exactly how to play the black side, just in general. I think I was supposed to play bishop g5 first, and then rook b8. I'm not sure about this move order. I had this game with white once, in and over the board game. That was only about 15 years ago. My last Sveshnikov tournament game with white, because I don't play e4 that much. Man. You know, it's funny. I really don't know if there have been any other ones. I mean, there must have been some random games somewhere. Wow, knight b4. That seems weird, doesn't it? To play knight b4 so early. Okay, gotta give Zen Chess a break, because he doesn't really, know the main lines so well. I mean, he's been playing a lot of anti-Sicilians all his life. Bishop b7, anyone? I might as well just take. Yeah, again, I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna take with a knight. Rook c1. Isn't white better here with the monstrous knight on d5? See, that's the problem with the Sveshnikov. Like, that was the whole idea, that players consider this opening good for white in general, because, oh, well, it must be good for white, because you have this great knight on d5, control of d5. But what happened was, like, at some point in the 70s, I guess, when the Dorian started playing it a lot, and Sveshnikov, obviously, and others, slowly people started to realize that, yeah, you have this d5 square, but you can play around it, Black just kind of can play around it, and it's okay, That's the problem here. It's one thing, one factor in the position, but it's not the only factor. So at the end of the day, I think the Sveshnikov is one of Black's best variations. I mean, Magnus Carlsen didn't play it by accident in the World Championship. He had many games with Caruana in the previous World Championship. I think Sveshnikov is, along with the Najdorf, one of Black's best systems. But it's not as flexible as the Najdorf. Najdorf's more flexible. Pair of octopi. Dr. Octopus. Octopod. Another overrated concept. The bishop pair. It can be very strong, but it's not always. Welcome, G-Souts. G4. Yeah, bishop c2 is a good move. I think that's what I would play. Remember, questions have to be accompanied by a bit donation. Don't forget. Oh no. You spelled my name wrong. But you're Hungarian, I'll let you get away with it. He's close. Closer than most Hungarians. Nikolaus. Saint Nikolaus. Yes. Saint Nikolaus. Yes. Everyone is welcome to play. To wait our turn. Bishop b1 was better. Haha. Right. Bishop b1. It's a good square. Well, I guess I should play f5. If he wants to play bishop e3, which I assume is one of his options, he'll have problems with the e4 pawn. I guess I can remove her. Remove her this. Uh-oh. I underestimated this move. Alright. Alright. Let's not panic. You know, it's okay. We're not gonna panic. Taking allows queen d4 check. That's not the end of the world, by the way. Maybe bishop h6 is the safer option. But anyway, now, whatever. I can always bring the bishop back to g7. You gotta watch this. But it's hard, it's not that easy for him to attack the dark squares, right? That was the plan I envisioned earlier. You see, he is hanging the e4 pawn. Isn't that relevant? I know it's a double pawn, but it's still a pawn, right? I mean, I have two passed pawns. I'll take it. Sold! Easy game. Wow. Oops. He wasn't prepared for the Sveshnikov today. But I just want to check the opening theory. I suspect what you did is abnormal. My rook b8 is kind of rare, but it probably just transposes. Right? So the main move here is a4. I've played bishop e2. There's also other moves like g3. So this is highly unusual. Yeah, I mean, normally, I guess a4. I've played just castles kingside, but a4 can be played later too. I mean, this is a main line position. Grishuk Caruana. Grishuk. Grishuk versus Grishuk. Grishuk plays both sides. Alright, whatever. Where did we leave book? Yeah, this is a new move. It's a Zen chess variation. Well, that's the idea with rook b8, to discourage the a4. This is the Zen chess. We're totally in a new theoretical world here. It's equal according to the engine. Wow, that's a double question mark. Damn, computer just giving you bad news there. Double question mark. Minus 2.8 when you play f takes e. That's hard to believe. I didn't think I was better by like 3 pawns here. Dude, that's crazy evaluation. Man, my first Sveshnikov. And I was 0-0-0-9 cent pawn loss. It's such an easy opening to play. No, it's not my first Sveshnikov. Any other subscribers? Challenging. G Souts? Heroku is a subscriber. Tejas is a subscriber. Fresh from his timeout. Alright. He's been asking too many questions. I've been teasing him about that. Shock Pro, you have to be in the list. But you got a challenge in order to play. Subscribers play first. Nikola Chess is not a subscriber, but it is someone that I know. Alright. Don't play Sveshnikov, please. Yeah, that was suspicious. I can't believe you're -3 when you play F takes E5. I wasn't even sure I was better. If it goes to show that I have any clue what I'm doing. Oh. Wait, you played this... I played this against you before. Oh, you know how to play the white side of Marazzi. Oh my god. Right. He asked about the Marazzi earlier. Like he was prepared for that. Seriously. I hear guinea pigs. Can you guys hear that? No. I should have like the guinea pig on the guest star. One of the guinea pigs. Their nicknames are Furry and Cucumber in Hungarian. Nicknames. Whatever, they're names, man. That's their freaking name. If they were human and they were called Furry, it would be a nickname. For guinea pigs, that's their actual name. Alright, let's be clear about this. So you know, you're like 1700, but you know all the theory of the opening. You've spent too much time on openings. Clearly. You're 1700 in lichess, 1200 in rapid. Oh, that's sus. What's up with that? Did you like abandon all your games or something? How could you be... We talked about this before. How can you be 1700 at Blitz and 1200 in Rapid? Unless you're like two different people. Guinea Pig had to go to the veterinarian last week. He had overgrown teeth. They had to saw his teeth down. It's a good thing I lived near the veterinary hospital. He was making this like clicking sound with his teeth. Guinea pigs are awesome pets. Highly recommend them. Except I'm allergic to them. Other than that, they're cool animals. If you want like a low maintenance, semi-low maintenance pet, they're very easy to care for and friendly. They don't bite. Alright. Green plums. What is a green plum? I know like the non-purple ones. I've never really been a plum person, personally. A PPP. Personal plum person. Still in book here. The last time I played this variation, I lost this horrifying game to Christian Sabo like 15 years ago. And I just like, I'm never going to play it again. The main line is like this end game where black has no winning chances. I was like, why even play this variation? Let's play an endgame where we have no winning chances at all. Actually, the black side of Marazzi has no winning chances. Don't play the accelerated dragon unless you're willing to draw, I guess, is the moral of the story. There are tricky like things you can do, but not going into like a straight main line Marazzi if you want to win. You can't play the black side of this opening and be willing to like, and not be willing to take a draw, basically. Well, I mean, against the 1700, it's one thing, but when I play with anyone above master level, I'm pretty much going to have to like accept the fact that if they want to draw, it's a draw. White's clamp on the center is getting out main line. I know the main line, but I'm not going to tell him. Picking plums. Personal plum picker. Personal pan pizza. I miss Pizza Hut. Actually, Pizza Hut came back to Hungary. It's still not the same as like the old school. I miss like old school American Pizza Hut from when I was a little kid. I remember my aunt used to take me to Pizza Hut when I was like 10 years old. Pizza Hut was good. My first Pizza Hut days. Seems like it was better. The pizzas got smaller for one thing. Or did I get bigger, or did Pizza Hut's pizzas get smaller? You don't think so? They just like seem smaller because I'm bigger. I don't know, like a lot of products have been like, you know, throughout the market have been getting smaller and smaller over the years. I wouldn't be surprised. Companies tend to do that. Alright, we're on a weird tangent conversationally. Don't start talking about pizza though. He started talking about plums and then I went to pizza. Well, generally speaking, I don't play the Skirganidze variation. I guess b5 is alright. SLADGIE knows he's gonna play b5 by burning his clock down in indecision. Mind reader. Other options include, but not limited to, rook b8 and something on g4. Well, f4 is a strange move, dude. You know. He's supposed to play what? Well, he's not supposed to castle in the first place, right? Played f5. Is this an actual variation? Could be. Considering I never play it for black since that fateful game in 2007 or whatever. I was so disgusted. I lost horribly. Is this like tactically winning for white? I could take on f5. It's a weird move, but possible. B4. Another weird but possible move. Bishop D7, does that have a problem? Do you have a problem? No. Maybe. I have a problem with the 1200 rapid rating. Don't understand that. Alright. So you're 1200 because you left games without completing them and just lost on time or something? It's weird, man. He's like a 2000, rated 1200. It's a little strange. Was Astrobate spamming again? $1,200. You are not 1200, and it's not cool that your rating's 1200. Oh my god, it's one with and you're offering draws. Alright, you're banned. Banned! Banned. He's banned. I don't know what's more suspicious. The questions, the rating, the offering draws. The draw for is like to disturb you in time pressure. It's like to distract your concentration. Very cheap. Distractionary tactic. Can you please explain to everyone how you could be 1200 in rapid while you're asking some questions? Please. We'd like to explain to the audience how that's possible. How you could have a 1288 rating in rapid chess and play like this. My first US rating was 1275. I would usually lose a piece every game. It took you 48 moves, but you did it. He lost a piece after 48 moves. Where's the mate? I see it. Now you see it, now you don't. Give me that. Oh my god. Resigning is an option too. Now let your clock run out. Don't forget to let your clock run out and under promote. Dude, I mean seriously, you're like a troll. I think the last time I swore I wouldn't play him anymore. He doesn't explain how he's 1200 in rapid. How sus is that? Oh, I played e4. I hate e4. I started to hate e4. Oh no, Shock Pro challenged me, thanks. I don't play a lot online. When you do, though, you're losing the 1300s. Exactly. Like, you're not explaining anything, man. It doesn't matter. You're saying... Except for the game last week, when you... Yeah. I love it when people say this kind of stuff. They have all sorts of excuses. My dog played on my account. It was the guinea pig. Damn, I screwed this up. Oh, that's sportsmanlike. In rated games, you're just resigning. Damn. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, I didn't want to play this. Damn it. Yeah, I should just castle here. Alright, whatever. I don't like this variation. It's too well known. Like, Tejas, seriously, that's okay if it's like an unrated game, but it's not okay when it's a rated game. You can't just like... You can't just like... Alright, dude. You're very annoying. Some people are just annoying. What can we do? And they don't realize it. You study opening theory, played the Nazi as white, and didn't know the #1 most popular line for black. Of course. What happens if knight c3 here? Yeah, well, we're gonna try it. Something different. I screwed up for me because this variation everyone knows. From my perspective, that's screwing up. I didn't mean to play this, is what I'm saying. Didn't mean to play it. And I don't like it. Miro's doing his research now. I just don't like it when people are, you know, play like they're 2000 and their rating is 1200. That's suspicious. I read the chat too much. I really have to stop reading chat in my own stream. Yeah, it's like, do you think that people who are rated 1200 on lichess are going to follow mainstream theory? Is that the theory there? Well, if the 1200s don't play 15 moves of theory, I'm going to resign. Yeah, you'd be resigning every game. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Another thing that doesn't make sense. I've got nothing. Except his king is in the center. I had an idea. Let's just... I'm going to drop a piece. Maybe not. No, like, you shouldn't be running around allowed to play rated games on lichess, is what I'm saying. It's unfair to other players on the site. If you're 2000, it's not irrelevant. It's totally irrelevant. You're underrated by 700 points because of rating manipulation. That's against the policy of lichess. Because you're like intentionally resigning games. Something like that. Like losing points on purpose. Alright. I'm going to lose on time. Wow. Nice. I didn't know Hiroku was so fast. He's never played a game like this where he didn't use any time. It's now 4 minutes and 42 seconds to 16. But I guess he knows the line. And I don't. I don't play the white side of this Milner-Barry. This is not what I wanted. Oh, no. I don't know where to start, man. It's against, like, lichess. You said you resign games on purpose. You're 700 points underrated. And I don't want to play people like that. But it's not my problem, you know. I think your account should be prevented from playing rated games as long as you're like 600-700 points underrated. It's not fair that people have to play someone who's 1200 in rapid. Do you think that's fair? That people should have to play someone who's 1200 in rapid who plays like they're 1800? I mean, you're obviously not the only one, but I'm just saying like that's a pet peeve of mine. It's not correct, you know. I'm tired of playing people who are like 800 rating points better than the ratings because of whatever reason. Their hamster played on their account. Full-on bullet. Dude, I think you're a troll, to be honest. He's been driving me crazy for several streams now. And keeps playing dumb. But I'm really gonna have to ban him. He must have been gift subbed by Bob or something. I tried to put up with him. I really did. He was driving me nuts last stream. And you detect this, like, okay, it's an 11-year-old kid, but then his language is really, like, advanced. You know, he can't, like, be an 11-year-old kid. And if he is, he's, like, a very intelligent 11-year-old kid. I try to time him out like 50 times. He argues about everything. It's always, what did I do wrong? And then 100 questions. And it's so distracting I can't even like focus on my game. He's like one of the most difficult viewers ever. Yeah, a normal person would stop when they realize the entire chat of the stream is getting annoyed. Well taken. Nice point. Exactly. If you're not a troll, you would stop once you realize everyone is annoyed by you. You would realize everyone is annoyed by your chat, but he doesn't stop because he's like doesn't care, you know, that everyone's annoyed. Obviously. It's like egotistical, self-centric, like, it's like Donald Trump, you know. He only thinks about you when you only think about yourself and no one else. Totally self-centric type of personality. All that matters is you. You have no empathy toward other people. Just a coincidence. Is that a friend of yours, Sanchez? Should I ban them? If they're a friend of yours, I'll just ban them now and get it out of the way. Yeah, no, I mean, we're getting paranoid now. Believe me. I have it too. I told a story yesterday on my simul stream about I was getting paranoid in the poker game on Saturday. Of course, that's a possibility. Damn, dude. I guess I didn't realize what a bullet player Roku really is. He's extremely fast. Seems like he's gotten faster. Got like a very rapid bullet speed. Damn it, that's troublesome. He lost on time. Yeah, emojis. Samarth Unique Pro. Vaguely remember that account name. Alright, now I've got to like... Hold on a sec. Alright. Can we play... Seeks, I'll take the challenge when I get to it. But I gotta play the subscriber and other people that were here first. Alright, hey, it's Miro. You're a subscriber, so you'll be next. But Miro was here first. Alright. Yeah, Samar seems familiar. I don't think the account was just created this minute. Benoniist. The Benoniist. I haven't been giving him to any Benonis. I've been avoiding his Benoni. We need to give him some practice. By the way, guys, I'm your old viewer. I'm sorry, I have dementia and I don't remember much these days. You have to be here like almost every day for me to remember you. That reminds me of the story that Move 11 was telling. Move 11 is from my birth state, New Jersey, and he actually goes to this chess club where I played in high school. That's still running, and one of the guys there, I guess he must be like 70, must have started to get like dementia because he... Move 11 said every time he goes, he's met him like 10 times. He just acts like he's never been there before. Definitely not a good sign. Nicholas, you have to wait. Bishop A6, man. I said I'm ill, and the same time you said I'm too ill after reading my post. Lost in translation. So knight b5, 98, or 95, but maybe 98 is best. I have e5, then knight h5. Gotta watch out for that knight h5. That's alright. I'm not good with languages either. I'm not gonna criticize people for their poor language. My Hungarian is a disaster. I just don't understand exactly what you meant. I'm the last person that would criticize anyone for their like bad second language. I'm terrible. Keep gaining space. Well, I'm at the limits of my space gaining right now because e5 walks into knight h5. There's a funny variation. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, e5, knight h5. I do have bishop g5 there, actually. e5, knight h5, bishop g5. Knight e5. Rook e5. Oof. As they say, oof. But if e5, okay, he takes it. Then I have to take with a knight. Then he really has knight h5. It just doesn't look like e5 is good enough. There goes my time again. There goes my time again. No, Rastad, b3 is not a move. It's not a good move. Thank you for a bad suggestion. This is a very dangerous diagonal. Well, we don't have time for that. It's Monday morning, not my favorite day. Bishop d6. Actually, bishop d6 is possible. Take, he'll just sack back. And, nothing special. His main threat is knight h5, really. What if I play knight b5, seriously? Then he has knight e8. And then my b2's hanging, and he's gonna kick me out. This is like an Alexander Ivanov time thing. I mean, I basically try to use all my time and understand the position, and then can play, but I think I basically just wasted my time here. So how can I just keep the position? Wasted my time for nothing. But I feel it's a critical moment. You know, like if I don't find the right move here, I'm not going to have an advantage. And that's probably what happened, but whatever. Alright. How about taking with the bishop? Nicolas, doubling rooks in the e-file. Well, it may not matter if I can't open that file, if he blockades the e5 square well enough. You know. You might just be doubled behind a pawn, which isn't always necessarily a good thing. So if I give up my bishop, I think we'll just take with a knight. Knight h5, knight g6. I have a passed pawn. What do they say about pawns? Passed pawns, they have to be pushed. Not sure if I want to push this one. Rook takes. Rook takes is kind of awkward. Now, like doubling the rooks in the e-file, maybe would be often an idea. With an open file, your real name. William. Although, what's his name? Nicolas used to call me Williams sometimes. Like I was Latvian or something. Williams. Hungarians Hungarians have this problem because they put their like family name first and the familiar name second, you know. So I'd be like Pascal William to them. Pascal William. So Nicolas always like gets it messed up because he's confused about what's first. He says my name like it's Hungarian. A lot of chat today. Chatter. So, we lost that challenge. I don't play the same players twice unless there's no one left in the stream. I'm not going to play 3-0. We lost the challenge from Billy. Billy923. Billy boy. Nicholas calls me Bill because Naj Laszlo always called me Bill. Bill is another common name. Familiar form. Am I on YouTube? It's in the, yeah, it's in the commands. YouTube, one of our commands. I don't do much with the YouTube channel at the moment. Oh no. No! Yes. Yes. Dude, come on. It's laid in Alaska. Maybe you have a saving move here, F5. Never resign. Yeah, hey, it's Miro, it's late. It is late. He's up late. He never hangs pieces like that. So I managed to solve this problem pretty quickly. Takes here. You know, and now he just... What do you want him to do? Maybe taking with the king? Maybe seriously taking with the king here? So it was knight h5. What? E takes d6. Man, I had a good game. So e5 was good. Wow. My position was really good where I spent 4 minutes here. I didn't think my advantage was that big. Then again, I didn't think I was +3 against in the Sveshnikov either. So e5 is a good move. Yeah, so knight h5 I looked at, and I looked at that. I guess this is what I was afraid of. But I obviously didn't analyze it far enough. He'd have to sack the exchange. It's Monday morning and I'm not thinking too clearly. Tactics don't really flow. It looks like he has comp for the exchange. Maybe not enough. I mean, obviously you gotta look at this. Okay, it's not clear, but yeah, I mean the engine only finds one move. You better find this move. Not so easy, you know. Yeah, but I was clearly better. Wow, where did we leave book? So this whole thing just not a good idea for black. Wow, knight e8 is your best move. Queen e7 is a novelty. But, you know, I wouldn't follow these guys. There's no, this is not a good variation for black. It looks like. Just easy win for Bakro. Okay, so the next game, rated is out. Crab C. C crab. Crab Brave. What is Crab Brave? That's like a song, or that's like a meme? My daughter talked about that, I think. Alright, Sneaks. Sneaks is next. Rated 5+8. Yeah, that's happening. Obviously. Rated 5+8 against a new account. That's what I'm talking about. My favorite. Sneaks doesn't have enough games legally. Usually I require 100 games. But since you were a legitimate opponent in yesterday's simul, I'll I'll accept. Normally I don't accept challenges with less than 100 game opponents. Me! What is that from recently? It sounds like the Muppet Show. Something from the Muppets. Again, we're offering lessons and training games for money, not for free. I wish I was independently wealthy. I would really, be happy to do lessons and training games for free if I were a billionaire. Just charity chess. Unfortunately, I have to pay the bills, so I don't live on the street. So we can just challenge you. Yep. As long as you have 100 rated games. This is not really a good system for white. You're playing a hybrid of Yugoslav and classical. It's not a good mix like this bishop e2 and f3 with castles kingside. But okay, it's still hard for black to do anything. I'm not sure bishop d7 is best. Thanks, Enchess, for answering questions. We have to make you a moderator. You're not here enough to be a moderator, really, but you never were always around that much. And Asturbate's just too innocent to be a moderator. Wait, this is like exactly what we played yesterday? Is that how that happened? You did the exact same thing yesterday. Now I remember. Oh man, this is boring. I'm that kind of person too, Rastad. I mean, I'll watch like poker streams or other streams, and I don't really like to get involved in chat if I'm not an expert in something. With chess, I'm an expert. I'm okay at poker, but I'm not quite as good as at chess. I'll be sort of a lurker in a lot of... Well, I don't watch a lot of streams, but sometimes. I don't have much time to watch. I understand, though. It's good to just watch and don't have to chat. You don't have to be active in the chat. It's fine. Appreciate that, people just watching. Now this is a pretty boring position. Yeah, I did e5 against him in the other game yesterday in a similar position with the bishops on. I don't think it was the exact same position, but very close. I did like e5. This wasn't hanging in yesterday's game, but I got worse position. So this is discouraging me from playing e5. Who is Asturbate? What is an Asturbate? Why? He's oh, c4 is kind of kinky. White has some space, but objectively black is okay. But it does commit his pawns to primarily white squares. So despite his space advantage, he has a restricted bishop. The good news is that he has space. The bad news is that all of his pawns are on the wrong color. A4 is probably like blocking the position to a total draw. Ooh, that could be tricky. Rook a6 may be a blunder in some lines. Let's see. Be careful about that. Not sure I want to put my money in that basket. Interesting. The base of my pawn chain here. Astrobate is a founder. Aren't you a founder? You're not a founder. Move 11's a founder. He's a VIP. No, only Bob and Astrobate, or Bob and Move 11 are founders. You should be a founder. You just missed out on being a founder, Astrobate. Stream founder. So E5. Cast prediction. It's like Harry Potter. Can we cast spells? This is just like last game. Unbelievable. What are you talking about? I am asking, who are you? I don't you cast prediction. On random games, what does it mean? You waited months before subbing. Finicky. Finicky eater. A finicky consumer. I guess Sneaks is like an expert endgame grinder. Finally he hung a rook yesterday in a better position. Cast prediction. Are you saying why don't I predict the result of my own game? I mean, what games are you talking about? My game or random? You're saying random games. You mean this game? That's what's not clear. What game you mean? This game? This should be a draw. But White is slightly misplayed it. White has gone from better to worse. All rookie games are draws. That's what they say. There's only 15 viewers. That's not right. They're afraid of the stream title. Questions answered for cash. Everyone saw that and they like ran away. Damn. I guess White isn't really slightly worse. Maybe even King D7 is a blunder. Wow, okay, Rook takes, Rook B5. It's a draw. This is a draw. This, my friends, is a draw. This endgame is a draw. That King F3 was a smart move. He has Rook B5, and he'll take down my outside pawn. I guess I could try to win with Rook H2, but it's risky. I guess I ought to try it. If it was a tournament game, I would maybe risk a very slight chance of losing to try to win this. Yeah, I have 24 viewers suddenly. It went from 15 to 24. I don't understand that. It couldn't have gone from 15 to 24 without a raid. Like literally 1 second ago, there was 15, which is really low. 24 is not good, but it's okay, normal. I don't trust. I think I just didn't refresh it or something. That must have been what it was. So you're like playing for a win here? Or playing for a loss? White is playing for the loss with rook b4. I basically offered him a draw with rook a2, and he didn't want it. He played rook b4. Now you're playing to lose. Yeah, that's a good idea. But white is now a tiny bit worse. Probably not enough to lose it. Yeah, white's not ahead. White's worse. He can probably hold a draw. His pawns are more extended. They're harder to protect. That's the only factor that really matters here. The only really important factor in this position, the fact that his pawns are vulnerable. More vulnerable than mine. Now he's in serious trouble. He's panicking. He has panic disorder. Oh no. Oh no. Had a similar endgame earlier this week. Ooh, a classic. Potential classic here. Theoretical draw. Good old Google Translate. No. Never offer a draw in such a position. You have to prove this. You have to hold this, and it's really not easy. I would never accept a draw here unless someone like bribed me with cash or something. Not against the Grandmaster. I wouldn't accept a draw from Magnus Carlsen in this position. I would torture Carlsen. Are you kidding me? Even if this is theoretically a draw, like most people will lose it. It's a very difficult ending. But it was a textbook draw at some point. Not easy though. You know, you have to be like really well trained. And you have to play this very precisely. So I believe we have a standard position. Well, I played double question mark. Wow. So this is a theoretical draw. Theoretical draw all the way till now. Just to give an illustration of how difficult to draw such a position is. His very much like innocent looking king h2 is losing. Wow. Is that because of like rook g3 and I could cut him off? Presumably? Yeah. I missed it. Didn't occur to me. I can play rook g3 and cut his king off from the other pawn now. All that matters is this king is cut off. Oh no, it says f4 is best. Is rook g3 not winning? Wow, it's not winning. Wow, how is this not winning? Well, I guess it's possible, yeah. So that's actually not winning. Wow, f4 is winning. Interesting. Too complicated to explain on the stream ascending. Alright, so Nicola is finally able to play. And he's challenged me to the wrong time control. I'm not gonna bother. He's been challenging me to the wrong time control the whole time. Whatever, man. You're supposed to challenge me to 5+3. That's like the most common and famous example of a rook endgame where you're 2 pawns down and it's a draw. The most well known. There are others. Yesterday, I had one with the pawns even being more separated by 1 file, and it was still a draw. Or maybe it was the other day, I don't remember. The bishop pawn and the rook pawn, obviously on either side, is the most classic 2 pawns down rook endgame draw. Rook pawns are hard to work with because you can't maneuver on both sides. There is no, side on the one flank to maneuver the king. e4. Well, that's aggressive. Please, sir, double, triple, quadruple, octagonal, exclam. Dude, your challenge wasn't even in the list, man. What am I supposed to do? Make it magically appear? That's brutal. Forgiveness. Well, you made a new account. The first sign of a troll is how quickly they can make a new Twitch account to escape sanctions. Faster than you can say Russian oligarch. And they've got a new account signed up on Twitch. Damn, dude. It's a very aggressive system for someone who's 1500 to play. Yes, just don't troll anymore. Try to refrain, to a maximum of 2 questions per hour. And no trolling. And no challenging me to a second game. Did I just time out the wrong person? No. That guy was annoying. He was being annoying. He was screaming, why am I not accepting his challenge when I, didn't have the challenge in the list, so something to do with his. That's annoying, you know. Crying that you're not accepting my challenge. That's not even there. And he was spamming a lot. It's like a kindergarten here, you know. I have to be pretty strict. No. You stop it now. No begging me to unban your other Twitch account. I'm playing game with like 1 minute on the clock. This is what I'm talking about. Stop being like self-centric and just pay attention. Like, you need constant attention and nurturing. It's like kindergarten. Go sit in the corner. I used to teach chess in the schools a little bit. I was so overqualified for that job. Just became like a glorified disciplinarian. I hated it just because like I couldn't actually teach chess. I was just like trying to keep like children from killing each other. That's not my job. Not my job to be a kindergarten teacher here. If you're chatting and saying stuff that's distracting to the point where I can't concentrate on my game, I'll time you out. If you continue to do it, I'll ban you. No forgiveness. So Nikola Chess, though rated 1500, is capable of playing a decent game. But I would say he's playing really way too aggressively against a much higher rated player. This extremely sharp system White is playing here, where you basically have to be like incredibly precise. You shouldn't play that sharply unless you're more advanced. You're down a piece already. Just too loose. White's just played too recklessly. He should know better than that. Yeah, I'll just take with the knight. The knight has a good outpost here. I had this one guy who was like begging me to unban his account. I was like, what account? I checked, there was no account. It turns out he was like talking about like on lichess instead of Twitch or something. I spent like 20 minutes trying to find his account to unban it. People are such noobs. If you're nice, I might unban your other Twitch account, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of a Blitz game where I have 1 minute left. Seriously. How many Twitch accounts do you need anyway? Isn't one enough? Like, alright. Power of the queening square. Thank you for resigning. William Pascal Daycare Service. That's when I quit, like, teaching chess in the schools. Just wasn't worth it. At some point I just gave up. I realize I'm overqualified for this. I'm here to teach chess, not prevent, like, you know, preteen homicide. I haven't, like, even practiced my, like, you know, neck holds or anything like that. You know, I'm definitely not qualified to teach chess in the schools. Alright, let's unban someone here. If you're not up in your latest chokeholds, you can't be a teacher or a school disciplinarian. Man, this is really annoying. Channel actions. Wait, what? I don't understand why my Twitch sort of page is so slow. It takes incredibly long for it to load. Alright, kids. We still have half an hour left. Take more challenges. Walter White. We've played before with them. You're Billy. Well, Billy's 2200 in Rapid. That's a pretty strong player. So anyone else? Tejas, you already played, so I'm not going to accept your challenge again. That's trolling too. You're Billy, Samarth, Lasker, Walter White. Alright. I guess we'll just take these challenges and we get them. There's no subscribers left. Now, how do I go out of mod mode? Edit mod view. Edit mod view? What does that mean? Edit mod view. How do I get out of freaking mod mode? It's really annoying. Twitch makes it incredibly hard to, like, go into mod mode and leave mod mode. Like, there's no obvious button to get out of the mod mode. How annoying is that? It's easy to get into mod mode, but it's hard to get out. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Last chance. Your alt account just got banned. You want to try for the main one? Final ban? Oh no, please unban my alt account. Yeah, I'm seeing the pattern now. I'm such a nice guy. I let him get away with murder. You're Billy? Oh no, they're 1200 in bullet. Right. $1,200 in bullet? Wait, what? I guess he doesn't play well on his phone or something. You're trash with time. Yeah, but I mean, that's like, I can play blindfold better than 1200. You'd still be higher than 1200, man. I mean, at least like 1800 or something. My guinea pig plays on the bullet account, whatever. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm not going to judge people by their bullet rating. That's just a really strange. Other than that, like, your ratings would be possible. I would be like higher in bullet, and I'm slow. I'd be higher in blindfold bullet, and I'm slow. Queen G1 is kind of weird, but it's probably a move. I mean, you must get a lot of people thinking you're an engine with that bullet rating. That's bad. I mean, if anyone accuses you of being an engine, don't be insulted, because seriously, that's extremely strange. The impression would be like you're a total beginner who doesn't know how to play chess, and then like you can play in like classical and rapid like a master. But okay, no, I believe you. Like, it's possible you're just slow. It's true. I don't believe many people, though. Conspiracy theories are the wave of the future. Queen b6. So I considered queen g1. We had a game against Aldous, though, in this. He got absolutely crushed. Another German player. Coincidence? Knight d1. Extremely passive. Doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right either. Yeah. Have you like won all 190 games? Let's check. Let's check his account. We'll do surveillance. If he's like undefeated in classical, that would be suspicious. Looks like not. Almost. Ooh. There's a couple losses, but not many. It's a lot of wins. You lost to an 1100 too. There was one loss. He's got some losses in rapid. If you see any accounts where like they've won every single game in a row, you can be pretty sure it's an engine. I guess bishop d3 is a mistake. Yeah, I guess all the viewers left when they were like bored by watching me unban the troll or something like that. Pretty quick when I want to be. I don't know too many people who can play master strength rapid and classical that are 1200 in bullet. It's pretty much impossible. Even if you're trash, you'd still be like 17, 1800. We have to default on the side of conspiracy theories. And we work our way toward trusting people. You're guilty until proven innocent on my stream. It's the opposite of democracy. All users are guilty until proven innocent. The names and locations haven't changed. Protect the identities of the cheaters. Everyone thinks you're cheating. Astrobate. Oh, I have rook c1 first. Do I want to play that? Samarthini Pro. My journey from unrated to title player took 15 years. Maybe more? $15 years. He can move fast when he wants to. So I'm saying you couldn't be 1200 too easily. Astrobate, when are you going to start playing in chess tournaments for real? Nah. It's not good. Oh, Zen Chess says, I got a TD to make a tournament just for me. It's going to be all 2,000 plus players. Sounds sus. Can I play? I'd like one of those. Can you get them to make a FIDE one? Sounds like something Afromeyev would do. Famous Russian cheater. No comment about this. Anyway. Samarth, you're back. I thought you said you had to go. I just blundered my H-pawn. It's really bad. I mean, the only way you could be 1200 in bullet is if you played like 15-second bullet or something, I guess. Then it's believable. You know, but like 1 minute bullet? Maybe in the 15-second category, I would be 1200 too. Alright, probably I'd even be 1700 in that. Samarth, Pandy Pro. Yep. Well, Zenchess, you never play tournaments or what? You haven't played since the pandemic? I've been saying you were underrated too. But there are other factors, you know, self-confidence, over the board, feeling different. Hate this variation. Was this Repun's friend? Someone said that. Oh man. Yeah, this is what is this? What's up? What is this? Actually. Looks familiar, yet not. So bishop g4, knight takes d4, knight takes d4, queen takes d4, bishop takes f3. Now this game is sus. You mean White's game is sus? I don't think... No, I don't think it's sus. I mean, he knew the first few moves, and then he played knight c5, which is weird. This is theory, probably. No, something's weird about it. Maybe bishop g5? Yeah, he has to know this, right? It has to be bishop g5. It's theory. No, I think that's theory. Up until move 9. I think it's not sus. It's understandable. Now things get interesting. Yeah, but I mean, then he finds that move, and he's 1400. Maybe he is sus. Does that move work? Honestly, that is a little sus. No, I don't know. No, sir. Really? Is that what it is? Oh, I never knew. Thanks for letting me know. It's called the Scotch Gambit. I was just wondering how long it would take you to find that computer move. Is that what it says in the opening explorer? Looks like I'm better. But that's a nice move. Yeah, he found Queen E3 pretty quickly. That seems like the kind of move you would have had to have like planned in advance, doesn't it? He hesitated before playing Queen E3. He actually offered a take back. But I'm paranoid. I think everyone is cheating. That's what sucks about online chess. You have to be paranoid every single game. Unless it's someone you personally know or trust. Basically, you have to default that everyone's an engine until proven otherwise. Now he's offline. No, I don't think what he did was correct. I'm pretty sure this is known. But he's supposed to play bishop g5. Queen d7 is the theoretical move, isn't it? Because I had played other moves here. I had played queen f5 before in this position. Oh, and the other thing is he could take with a rook. I guess that's a question. Is rook takes a better move? Maybe rook takes is the better move. I can't remember. No, yeah, surely knight c5 is a trashy move. It's totally against principle. He wasted time. But maybe my bishop g4 was as good as anything. At least I damaged his pawn structure. But he thought he was losing a piece and then realized he wasn't. Now he's back. He's gonna need a strong engine to hold this. It's gonna take some technique. But certainly this is a draw. Of course. You gotta believe everything everybody says. If he says he's FIDE 2300, he's FIDE 2300. When somebody tells me something on the internet, it's gotta be true. Of course, man. Perfect. Great. Maybe I can get a draw at least. I would be able to grind out a draw against a computer here. I'm pretty sure I can hold a draw against Stockfish from this position. Most positions not. This is simplified enough that I shouldn't lose it with black. Dude, so disrespectful. God, this guy's another troll. Being 11 years old is not an excuse for being a troll. Do you know a free good in-game book? That's a good one. I don't know, if I knew about free books, I'll let you know. But what books are free? Like, books written before, like, 1900? Not even. What are free books? I don't know of, like, free chess books. Does anybody? Does that exist? Yeah, the library. Perfect idea. All the books at the library. Of course, if you live in a country that has public libraries, not all do, unfortunately. Dude, I so forgot, like, libraries exist. How long it's been since I've been to a public library? Oh man, he blundered tactically. I mean, I've been to the library in Hungary with someone else, but I don't have, like, a Hungarian library card. Because I don't really read Hungarian. They probably have English books too, but... It's been so long since I did the library. When I was a kid, I took chess books out of the library. The early days. 1980, 83, 84, 85. Practical Endings by Curious was always my favorite. It's fairly advanced, though. That's such a general question. I mean, it depends on what level you're looking for. But you could certainly search online for recommendations. I mean, check on Google. But I think the biggest question is what level you're talking about. You know, that's why I can't answer the question. You definitely, you know, you don't want to read like Dvoretsky's Endgame Manual if you're like 1300. Yeah, I mean, Silman is a good recommendation. Yeah, so you're intermediate level. 1740, well, that's not bad. Oh, dude, I'm gonna ban this guy from the stream, seriously. I'm gonna ban you from the stream. Please don't offer any more draws. This is sadly my last game. 2 draw first, a disconnection. He plays it out until mate. It's like the who's who of like annoying behaviors. I have an extra tempo. Sorry about that. Oh, it's not a draw. Dude. Please resign. I'm afraid for the future of chess when I get stuff like this. Alright guys, I gotta go. Trolls not welcome. You gotta have respect for your opponent. No matter who they are, you know. You're welcome, Zen Chess. You're welcome. Yeah, you gotta learn to have respect. Have respect for the opponent. It's a game of honor. Chess. An honorable game. Alright. Chess Army Original. No time. Gotta go. We'll be back tomorrow night. Rapid Chess. Tuesday night. Now, if you're interested, I'm still available for lessons, blitz analysis games, or training games, so let me know. Best thing to contact me by email. lichess if no other option. Thanks everybody. Don't forget to support the stream. Gift a sub to be #1. Thanks everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night for a tournament starting at 6:30 CEST. I did say CEST. Bye bye guys.